Hello, Lucky Star Fan 77 fans. Today is October 10th, which is 10/10. So today I'm going to be going over all albums I consider a 10 out of 10. What a great idea. Also, peep the shirt. Yeah, so let's go down the list. So the first album I'm going to call a 10 out of 10. I have a lot of these on vinyl. I don't have them all on vinyl, unfortunately, but if I have them on vinyl, I'll show you. So, the first album that I consider a 10 out of 10 is The Dreaming by Kate Bush. This album's just a masterpiece. Every single song on here is amazing. Sat in Your Lap is an amazing opener. I loved like the little like 80s trumpet noises on it. Pull Out the Pin is amazing. I love like how she goes like, I love life. It's amazing. Suspended in Gotha is one of the greatest songs ever written. And Get Out of My House is like one of the greatest album closers of all time. This album throughout is a masterpiece. It takes a little bit to like get into it. I had to like listen to it like 4 times to really get this album, but once I got it, I fell in love with it. This is one of my favorite albums of all time. Another album that I fell in love with is Hounds of Love by Kate Bush, another one by her. And I fell in love with Hounds of Love pretty much instantly after hearing it. I mean, it has Running Up That Hill on it. The Big Sky's an amazing track. Cloud Busting is also another masterpiece. And Kate Bush is also a great lyricist on The Dreaming and on Hounds of Love as well. The lyrics to Cloud Busting they're perfect, and I love how they tell the story of Peter Reich, who was the son of like this like mad scientist guy who like made this like cloudburster thing, and like I need to read his book, A Book of Dreams, and I'll maybe make a video on it. But Cloud Busting tells an amazing story, and the music video is perfect. So, obvious 10 out of 10 there. Another 10 out of 10 goes to Drunk by Thundercat. So this is a more of a later album. I don't only listen to music that was made before I was born. This album was released in 2017, and I think Thundercat is one of the greatest bassists of all time. And he's my personal favorite bassist. He's just so great at playing the bass. His bass is also so funky. I love the tone of it. Like his bass sounds so funky on some. He's like, especially on Them Changes, it sounds like a piece of paper that you're flopping around. I love it. I really do love it. And there's not a single miss on this album. It all flows together. This is like one of those albums you have to listen to front to back. Every song on here is amazing. There's a great song with Kendrick Lamar on here. Wiz Khalifa's on here. Michael McDonald and Kenny Loggins are on here. That's another great song. Yeah, I'm looking through this track list. Like, it's great. And I love how the first song on it, Rabbit Hole, is referenced on the last track. Like it's like a loop. I love that. It's cute. It's fun. Hey, his lyrics are alright, but it's really just the sound. This is an album you really like. Just the sound is amazing on here. I love Thundercat, and I love his bass playing. And since I love his bass playing, that makes sense on the next 10 out of 10, which Thundercat plays bass on a lot, which is To Pimp a Butterfly by Kendrick Lamar. And this is an album that obviously lyrically is amazing. You have to really read the lyrics to this album, but even just like sonically, it's amazing. These Walls is such a great track. Wesley's Theory I think Wesley's Theory is the best album opener of all time. Wesley's Theory is such a great opener. The interludes on here are amazing. For Free, that's a great song, and it's just an interlude on here. That's how great this album is. Institutionalized, another great song. You is so it's so emotional. You is like such an insane track. If you haven't listened to Pimp a Butterfly yet, I don't know what you're doing, because it is a definitive masterpiece, and that's a 10 out of 10. I love Kendrick Lamar. Next 10 out of 10 is Time and Place by Caro Bonito. I have the picture disc right here of it. This album was released in 2018, and I love it. It's a departure from their previous work, which was like very pop oriented. This is more like rock oriented, and I love it. All these tracks right here, they're all amazing. I love Only Acting, Fly Away. Fly Away is an amazing track. Rest Stop is a great closer, and I love Swimming, Time Today, Make Believe. Caro Bonito's Time and Place is such a great album, and it's the album that kind of got me into music. This was like the first band that was like really into, and this was like the first album I was really, really into. I love the sound here. Her voice is amazing. The production here is great. It's a must listen. It's a 10 out of 10. Another must listen is Late Registration by Kanye West. So yeah, I know Kanye's certainly a figure, but can't deny this is one of the greatest albums of all time. It's also Kanye's best album. I don't really see that many people calling Late Registration Kanye's best work, when it clearly is, because this is his only album where every single song is great. Even the worst song here, Crack Music, it's still a good song. You have Roses, Bring Me Down, Addiction, Diamonds from Sierra Leone, We Major, which is an amazing track, Late, Gone, Celebration, Hey Mama. It Heard Him Say was like my top song on Spotify for like 2 years in a row. This album is, I would say it's a perfect rap album. It is my favorite rap album as well of all time. And it's Kanye's best. And also, the skits on here are actually very funny. That's the one thing I love about Late Registration, is that there's 4 skits on here that they're so funny. I love listening to them. Every time I listen to this album front to back, I don't skip the skits because they're great. And fun fact, one of the producers on here, I forgot his name, but John Bryan, he worked a lot with Amy Mann and Fiona Apple, which I just find that like kind of odd. But then like I can kind of hear the similarities between it, because like he's a great producer, and which makes sense why this album's great, because he also helped produce it. So yeah, Late Registration, 10 out of 10. And the next 10 out of 10, I'm including soundtracks on here, okay? Jesus Christ Superstar, 10 out of 10. So, ignoring the musical and the movie, which are also great, this is an amazing album in itself. All of the songs on here are perfect. The lyricism here is great, and it just sounds amazing. Songs like The Last Supper, I love the chorus. Always hoped that I'd be an apostle. I love it. I really do love it. And the casting here is perfect. Ian Gillan as Jesus Christ is a great choice. I love that. I really do love that. And I love the lyrics here too. I Don't Know How to Love Him. Perfect song. I really love it. Even though it's like kind of making stuff up about Mary Magdalene that's not biblically accurate or whatever. If you follow the Mary Magdalene that they write in this, it's a perfect song. I love the lyrics on that. Heaven on Their Minds, great song, sung by Judas Iscariot. And also, look, the vinyl here has, like, the whole script that came with it. I love it. I love this. I love this album. If you haven't seen or heard Jesus Christ Superstar, do it. Oh my god. The next album I don't have physically, somehow, which is The Queen is Dead by The Smiths. I've made like 2 videos about The Smiths already, well, Morrissey, and one about Johnny Marr and Morrissey, you know. But, The Queen is Dead is a perfect album throughout. As a great opener, The Queen is Dead is a great opener. Frankly, Mr. Shankly, I love how, like, jumpy it is. I love, Big Mouth Strikes Again. I love There's a Light That Never Goes Out. It's just packed full of these great songs throughout. And Morrissey's lyricism obviously is great. His singing is great. I really do love it. Which also, I love The Smiths. So, Louder Than Bombs by The Smiths. It's a compilation album. I don't care. I'm counting it. 10 out of 10. Again, just like The Queen is Dead, all the songs here are great. It just sounds amazing. I love Morrissey's voice. It gets a 10 out of 10. Next 10 out of 10 is Sgt. Pepper's Lonely Hearts Club Band by the Beatles. This is definitively the best Beatles album. I used to think it was like the White Album or Abbey Road, but as I've gotten older and wiser and started listening to more music, it's Sgt. Pepper's Lonely Hearts Club Band. That's the best. Every song on here is great. I love how it's kind of like a concept album too. Yeah, Day in the Life is one of the greatest songs of all time as well. And there's not a single miss on here. I can't, like, I'm looking through this. Like, the worst song on here is Within Without You, and that's a great song that's really funky and weird with, like, George's weird, like, Indian music stuff. I love that stuff. And that's the worst song on here, and it's still great. Okay, amazing album. I love the gatefold, too. Like, you can see them. Yeah. Definitive 10 out of 10. I love that album. The next 10 out of 10, It's Loved by the Softies. This is a indie album from the 90s that is not popular at all, and I think it should be. I might make a video on them. They just reunited, by the way, which is awesome. They made a new album, which is great. But yeah, if you need to listen to It's Loved by the Softies. I love every song on here. Hello Rain is just so emotional. I love Rose Melberg's voice on it, which is one of the singers. It's a group of Rose Melberg and Jen Spryja. I don't know how to say her name, but she's great. I love the lyrics here again. It's Love, the title track. It's so cute. It's so cute, but also so emotional. And some of these tracks, the lyrics are so sad, but it sounds kind of happy and, like, cutesy. And while other songs, it does also sound sad because the lyrics are sad. Like again, Hello Rain is a perfect song. I love how sad the guitar sounds on it. It really does sound like a rainy day song as well. It's beautiful. I really love that album. And the last 10 out of 10, The Stranger by Billy Joel. This is Billy Joel's magnum opus. It's his best album. It's actually crazy that this isn't like a greatest hits album. As Moving Out, The Stranger, which is an amazing song that should be listened to more. Just the Way You Are, Scenes from an Italian Restaurant. Vienna, Only the Good Die Young. She's Always a Woman, Get It Right the First Time, and Everybody Has a Dream. The weakest song here is Everybody Has a Dream, and that song is still great. There's just banger after banger. There's just classic song after classic song on this album. Nothing here misses. I love Billy Joel, and this is an amazing song by him. I love The Stranger, by the way. Please stop what you're doing right now and listen to the song The Stranger off of this album, because the whistling on it at the start is perfect. I love the chorus. Perfect album. Listen to The Stranger by Billy Joel. And those are all the albums I consider a 10 out of 10. I hope you are having a great October 10th. Because I sure am. I drank some water today and played some Minecraft. Having a pretty good 10 out of 10. Yep. But yeah, thank you for watching. Just wanted to do like a quick little video for October 10th where I talk about my top 10 albums. Thank you for watching. Please subscribe. If you think I have bad opinions, please tell me. If you think I should have an album that is a 10 out of 10 that's not on here, suggest it so I can listen to it. So I can listen to more good music. Thank you for watching, and goodbye.